J.P. Stevens Band Marching Hawks, directed by Andrew DeNicola, John Zazali, and Pamela Ferrali, competed 3 times this weekend. At Saturday's Band of America Northeast Regional Competition, the band came in first place within the division in prelims. They also won captions for Best Music, Best Visual, and Best Effect. At finals, the band came in third place and were the highest-ranked band from New Jersey. On Sunday, the band competed at state finals and were the overall grand champions with a score of 94.8, also winning captions for Best Music, Best Visual, and Best Overall Effect. The New Jersey Band Directors Association also announced it will name an award after Mr. DeNicola for his dedication and commitment to excellence throughout his 50 years career. Let's watch the glimpses.
We are here at J.P. Stevens High School in Edison Township with 2 finest directors of J.P. Stevens High School, Andy DeNicola and Mr. Zazali, John Zazali, also known as Z. I would like to ask them to talk about the programs that we have at J.P. Stevens High School on a music band and all chorus events that we do. Here you go, Mr. D. Talk about what do we do here for J.P. Stevens High School kids and how we've been doing it all these years.
Okay. We're at a marching band rehearsal, obviously, this afternoon. We'll be leaving to go to Trenton State College, TCNJ they call it now, to compete in the Band Directors State Championship. So this is one part of our program. There's also a very fine jazz program, a very fine concert band program that we're very, very proud of. We'll be traveling out to Indiana in the spring to compete in the National Concert Band Festival. So it's more than just a marching band program here. We're very proud of the fact that the Board of Ed has seen fit to distribute some very good funds this year. You know, I've waited 49 years for these funds, and they're slowly working their way in. This is my 50th and last year, and I'm very proud to say that I've enjoyed every second of it. When the money does come in, John has ordered some great instruments and sound system, all kinds of things that will put this band on par with any band in the country. So, John, why don't you take over?
Sure. Speaking of the equipment, we're very thankful for all the equipment that is arriving slowly, but surely soon. We're hoping that as the years go on, we're going to continue to get funding, because just when you think you got enough, there's always something else that's necessary to make this band program run at a high level. And we went to a Bands of America Regional Championship last night, where the finest bands from around the East Coast come to compete. And we were very lucky and fortunate to be one of the finalists of the day. And then when we came back for the finals in the evening, we were actually the 3rd best band there. And we were very, very ecstatic and excited. But looking at some of the equipment and some of how they travel, some of the other bands from these other parts of the country, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New York State, Virginia, it's amazing the equipment they have in comparison to us. For as much as we have, just imagine quadrupling the funding, because it's absolutely amazing. They drive into these parking lots with tractor trailers and state-of-the-art sound equipment that must cost well over $50,000. And, you know, we have some of those things, but not even close to the state-of-the-art equipment that many of these bands are using. So we get by and do really well with not nearly as much of the resources of some of these groups. So I really want to say that this is not a plea or a call for help, but this is just one of those things where if the community can get word of what we do here and maybe join the Amazon Smile and put a dollar goes into our program for every time they buy something. Every little detail, every little bit of money will help us in the long term. Sure. So on any given year, this marching band runs on about $75,000 budget. And I would say of the $75,000, a little over half of it, I would say almost $40,000 or so, is funded by the Board of Education. The other $35,000 comes out of our pockets. And what I mean by that is the J.P. Stevens Band Parent Association, which is solely run by the band parents who are sons and daughters are on this field. They're the ones who they donate money to our program. They fundraise money through through all the festivals that we run throughout the season. We have a marching band festival, a jazz band festival, a concert band festival. We host Regions, which is all of Central New Jersey students who come together to try out. We also host the All-State Tryouts, which is all the best students from around the state come and audition for hopefully to be in the All-State band representing New Jersey. So we do make up some of the funds in those types of fundraisers, but it's never enough, as Manesh would know.
What would be your one wish for this year after getting all this equipment? How can we, what's your wish that you would like to have?
The next thing for us would be to have the transportation to take our equipment from place to place. Right now we have to rent a couple of Penske trucks every week, which is funded by the Board of Ed, but our band parents have to do a lot of work trying to lock down these trucks, which are very difficult in this time with the COVID. A lot of truck drivers lost a lot of the trucks in the last few years. Penske, for one, is short on 26-foot trucks. So I would say if we were able to invest in a couple of flatbed trucks with a nice ramp, and we can load all of our equipment on these trucks, we could have advertisements on them, we could have our school name on them. I know our sister school, Edison High School, would love to have one or two of these as well. So it would definitely help out our organization.
I'd like to thank the Board of Ed members. Manesh Shah has been instrumental. He's been around for years. His children went through the program, and he's the guy that opened his mouth immediately about the funds that we received this year. Doug Schneider, the president of the Board of Ed, has been wonderful. Burrell Patel, and I think also Shilpa. Who else? It was Brian Rivera, right? It's on the finances. So I would like to give a shout out to them and thank them very much for everything they've done.